Hi everyone, welcome to another C tutorial here on IT.tutorials. This is Joseph Botnar. The goal of this tutorial is to make the first C code in Visual Studio. Visual Studio is an IDE. This stands for Integrated Development Environment. This means that Visual Studio comes with debugger, with compiler, with other tools which makes our job much easier. Also, the most important, it allows us to create a project from the start to the end, which is a big advantage, while Visual Studio Code, as you have seen in my recent tutorial, does not come with compiler, does not come with debug, and you have to install extensions to be able to code in C, to be able to run the source code, and so on. Therefore, I consider Visual Studio is much easier to code in C, not only in C, in other programming languages in Visual Studio. But this depends on everyone taste. Some prefers Visual Studio Code, which is okay. Others prefer Visual Studio. Both ways are okay, yeah. But the first step you have to take is to download and install a Visual Studio Community, which is the free version of Visual Studio. Therefore, run one of your browsers and write in the box here Visual Studio. This link will come probably the first or the second. Click on it. And here, either you click on this download Visual Studio, or you go down here, and on the left side where is Visual Studio, click on this arrow, which will show us the versions. This community 2022 is free. The rest of them, professional, enterprise, is paid. You have to pay a certain amount in order to use them. Therefore, we're going to use community 2022, which is free. Click on it, and the download will appear here in this window. The executable file. Just click on save and save your file in a certain location. Click on this icon to localize your executable file. Click or double click on executable file, and the download and installing process will start. It will appear first a window, a dialog window. Accept the terms, and after next. It's very easy process. It's nothing difficult. I'm not gonna to do it because Visual Studio is installed already in my computer. The most important thing in this installing process is this window. At some point you will get to this window, okay? And here the most important thing what you have to do is to select this component, which we have these workloads, yeah, where is written desktop development with C++. You go on the right side, you can see all the components, the individual components which will be downloaded and installed in your computer, and here is written the space required on your hard disk, or the space will be occupied on your hard disk, namely 1.77 gigabytes. And after all, click on install while downloading, and all these components will be downloaded and installed in your computer. This, as I said, this component where is desktop development with C++ is essential. Otherwise, you are not able to code in C in Visual Studio. Yeah. Okay. After you install the Visual Studio on your computer, if you have Windows, click on the button Start. After all, select a letter and go to V letter, and here will appear Visual Studio 2022. Click on it to run it. Here, click on Create a New Project, and you can do a filter here. You select if you have all languages. This list will have all the languages which are part of this IDE. Therefore, I suggested to select C++. In this way, this will make a filter and will select it all the options used for C++. So you should know you don't have specifically C here in Visual Studio. Actually, C comes integrated in this programming language C++. Yeah. So we have here two options. We can use this console app to create our first code here in Visual Studio, or empty project. Let's select first empty project. Click on next. Here, let's give a name for this project. I'm gonna to for this project, like I'm gonna to name it first underscore C underscore code, and I'm gonna to type VS from Visual Studio, and here already selected the folder where I'm gonna to save this project. If you want to change this, or if you want to create another folder, click on this button and just create a new folder, or change the location where you want to save this project. Down here we have the solution name, yeah, which can be the same as the project, nothing wrong with that. Just to make a difference, myself, I'm gonna to put here another underscore, and I'm gonna to put this as an from a solution name, just to make a difference between the project name and solution name. After all, click on create, and this will create our first project in C here in Visual Studio. As you can see, everything is empty. We don't have anything here. Why? Because we selected empty project. Yeah, go and open the Solution Explorer, and as you can see, we don't have here files. Select this source files. Therefore, it is our job to create a source file. Selecting this folder source file, right click with your mouse, select add, select new item, and as you can see here, we don't have the specific C file. We have the specific C++ file, which ends with this extension cpp.cpp. This is because in Visual Studio, C comes integrated in C++ language. As a result, you can code in C under C++. Okay, so now here is a bit tricky. I can either use CPP or C as extension. Doesn't matter, because both of them are good, and you can code in C. But let's use first the C extension. Okay, therefore I'm gonna to name this this file, the source files, first C underscore code, and I'm going to put here VS from Visual Studio. Click on add, and here is our first C code. As you can see, we have here CPP and not C. And let's do the first code, and you will see it's very interesting how we can code here. So let's do the first C code. Here we are. I finished this first code in Visual Studio. So we have here a few options to run this code. Either I go on this green arrow where is written local Windows debugger. Let's give a click on it, and here is the result, hello IT.tutorials, but we have a lot of comments here, a lot of writing, even we can't make the difference between our result, hello IT tutorials, hello IT.tutorials, and what is displayed by default by this Visual Studio. Therefore, I'm gonna to add this escape sequence, and which will make all this writing to go one line down or one line below, as you can see. And here we have a space, and now you can see the result much better. It's not that crowded. Yeah, hello IT.tutorial, this is our result. So, or you can use another options. You can go and build a solution. That means you will compile it first. As you can see, we don't have errors, and you can go on start without debugging. And here is the result, hello IT.tutorials. Now let's go in Solution Explorer, and let's change the extension of this file from CPP to C. Yeah, enter. As you can see, we don't have errors. Let's run again this code, and as you can see, is the same result, hello IT.tutorials. We don't have errors. This means we either can use the C extension, it's not problem, or CPP, which is used for C++, because C comes integrated in C++ in Visual Studio. But I would recommend you to avoid the confusion to use the C extension and not CPP, just to make the difference between C++ and C. So at least this is my recommendation. You do as you like. Now let's create the first C code using another option. Therefore, go on Solution with and click with the right part of your mouse, select Add, New Project. And here this time we select console app. Next, let's name this a bit different than the first project. I'm going to use first. This time I'm not going to use the underscore, just C code and VS from Visual Studio. Okay. And the location can be the same, and click on create. As you can see, this option where we use the console app option, it comes with a lot of green writing here, which are comments. We're gonna to talk about this in the next tutorials. Let's remove them. But what is interesting, as you can see here, we don't have C, we have C++ because we have this IOStream file, we have C out, so this is C++. It's not C definitely, but we can change this. How we change this IOStream with stdio.h, which is the file specific for C. Yeah, and here we're gonna use printf, and we're gonna use parentheses. Okay. Parentheses. Okay, and here I'm going to use return 0 and semicolon. And again here, let's rename this file. Okay. And moreover, here I have to set the new project as a startup project. And okay, and let's run this project. Here we go, this is the result of this project. So that's all for today. This is the first code in Visual Studio. Depends on you and your taste what you want to use. I'm going to use both of them. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Hopefully this tutorial is helpful for you, is useful, you can learn for it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye bye, take care.